Welcome engineers, my name is TravisIQ, and today I'm going to tell you if I think the Security Plus exam by CompTIA is still a very valid certification in 2025. The answer? Yes. I think that Security Plus is a phenomenal certification. I think that it's getting more and more and more valuable over time, and I think that the updates that they are doing to this certification are getting better and better and better. You might say, Travis, well, it's very broad and it's not as deep in certain topics as I might want it to be. What are you here for? Are you thinking about getting the Security Plus as a reason to get into cybersecurity? As a reason to try and transition into a SOC from your network engineering or IT or help desk or something like this, then what you're trying to do is you're trying to get a fundamental understanding of a wide range of security topics so someone can plug and play you into a variety of scenarios. Do you want to go out and get a Fortinet firewall certification or a SonicWall cert or Juniper or Palo Alto? Maybe those are valuable enough if they're going to work in your environment, but the Security Plus is a really great foundational cert to get your foot in the door in cybersecurity. It covers some really valuable topics, right? Threats, vulnerabilities, attacks. You need to understand how folks are attacking these networks so that you can help when you are either remediating, doing digital forensics, or doing blue team cybersecurity, when you are trying to secure networks, right? You have to have some context. You have to have some understanding as to what is happening. And honestly, when you start hearing about what the new threat landscape is, whether it's new IoT and botnets, whether it's a new variation of ransomware, or whether it's some cryptocurrency mining software that's being deployed that you're seeing in certain industries, your industry, you have to have some context. A certification like this gives you that context. And I, as a manager, need to know, do you have the understanding? Do you have some context here so I can plug you in and give you this information and let you go, or let you at least get a start on this? And then you can come back to me and say, hey, this is what I think we should do, and I can give you some feedback. I need you to know that you have that context. You need to know about security architecture and design. You need to know about network segmentation. You need to know about VPNs, firewalls, proxies, reverse proxies, load balancing. This certification talks about all of those. It gives you a fundamental understanding of them. Does it go in depth into configurations of VPNs on specific hardware and whether those VPN tunnels are compatible cross-platform and through different hardware, and what hardware supports what? It does not, right? Those are in-depth conversations that you probably need to know and understand about your hardware and your environment. You need to know potentially about identity and access management, role-based access control, role-based access control, account security, file security, file backups. Security Plus talks about cloud architectures. It talks about cloud access security brokers. It talks about virtualization and understanding virtualized infrastructures. Maybe you're like, I know about computers, but I don't have the experience in virtualized infrastructures. Well, when you pass a Security Plus, I know that you are going to have a fundamental understanding of what virtualization looks like, what virtualizing PCs looks like, what virtualizing servers looks like. Maybe you don't necessarily know VMware and vSphere and ESXi and Nginx and XCP-ng. Maybe you don't know all of the core of those services, but you know enough to be dangerous, and that's what I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to get you into my security infrastructure and get you started, and that's what you're trying to do, hopefully. What about cryptography and cryptographic keys? I mean, you're going to have to know this stuff. And I know a lot of people who have come into my security courses. I teach Security Plus, and I certify hundreds, maybe thousands of people, depending upon the year, in Security Plus. And I know a ton of people who have added SSH keys to network infrastructure, and they've never understood what the SSH key generation process looks like, what the public key, private key pair is. They know where to go with the keys and know how to generate keys, but don't know what this public key, private key infrastructure is. They don't know how to look at certificates and validate digital certificates and request digital certificates. Security Plus talks about all of these things. They talk about security operations and logging and syslog and security information event management, endpoint protection, endpoint detection and response, vulnerability scanning, brief discussions of ethical hacking and interpreting vulnerability scanning and pen testing. They give you a fundamental understanding of all of these topics. And this is enough with some IT background and some other proof of real quality understanding of computing infrastructures too, to get into a cybersecurity role. And cybersecurity is booming, obviously, right? As everything goes digital, as we migrate to the cloud, as SaaS products become more ingrained in technology, in all of the aspects of every business, whether you're a car wash company or whether you're a mom and pop accounting firm, your IT infrastructure is critical to your business, and cybersecurity is just exploding in terms of managing those infrastructures from small businesses all the way up to large. And Security Plus is that fundamental certification. It's agnostic to vendors, right? So it doesn't favor one vendor over another. It gives you the fundamental understanding and allows me to know that if you have a few other things, maybe a networking cert, a security plus, and a background in help desk, that I can plug you into my cybersecurity infrastructure, my SOC, or maybe as an analyst, and you will have the knowledge that you need when I use these terminologies and when I ask you to upskill in backups or in my SIEM product or in my EDR product. I know that I can get you up to speed quickly because you have all the fundamentals down. Security Plus is that certification, and it is used that way in industry to this day. Maybe it's a route you want to go after hearing this. Maybe it isn't. If it is a route you want to go, take a look at the Getting a Job in Cybersecurity video that I posted on this channel a few weeks ago. It is wonderful. If not, go the network infrastructure route, go the cloud route, whatever is interesting to you. As is always the case, engineer, break stuff, have fun. We'll see you next time. Let's go.